Hi, welcome to One Word Today. I'm Sophia, pilot into the universe of Chinese. Let's continue unpacking well-wishing Chinese expressions in January. Today, we're going to talk about 吉星高照. It's another like good luck, may the lucky star shining on you, on your household, that kind of thing. Commonly used expression framed in black ink on red paper, hanging on top of the door frame to your family. So that becomes a set phrase to well wish a family in their year beginning time. Okay, 吉, we have this arrow, that's weaponry icon, put in a container. That means weapons are put away. It's not being used, implying right now it's peacetime. It's not wartime. Therefore, it's lucky for everyone involved. So that's a Chinese definition of lucky. 星, apparently when we have lucky star, I'm not sure in the West, stars are regarded as some stars are lucky, some stars are, I guess the star reading is the same, right? Because how are you going to, as humans, interpret the divine intentions, right? How are you going to say, I mean, as the divine decoder that I call it, or oracle in the West, are going to tell their story to people, are going to sell their story of what they see are coming. So astrology in the East and the West must be the same. So here is a proof of that. The Chinese made the combination of lucky paired with star. Apparently some stars are going to show incoming year is going to be a lucky year for you. And that's what people would like to see, right? That's you probably some people have to pay to see this, I guess. Okay. 星, you see the contemporary and the Chinese traditional are different because contemporary, we only preserve one solar symbol. So the solar is made of the spherical thing. Even if you don't pay attention to the rectangular element in there, it was transformed later to fit in the frame to make the star symbol more rectangular. But originally it just means a sphere. And then with a horizontal line, it means energy emitting from the sphere. So that's a Chinese definition of solar sun. So it's not a planet that's not burning. So it is a planet that keeps fusion going, right? So it's a light and heat source. So we have three of them stacking up, and the bottom has the symbol for giving birth or life. The reason why is that is because two horizontal lines. The first horizontal line is the ground level, and then we have the plant, this trident looking thing planted in there that has this trident above the ground level and have a chunk of it below the ground level. And an indicator, second horizontal line, is the indicator to show you the root is still in there. That means the plant is still planted, it's still alive. And therefore, it means giving birth or life itself. Giving life or life itself, okay. So this life plus the solar spheres together means a cluster of stars. And I'm not sure language creators, when creating the symbol, to have solar paired with symbol for life, if language creators are actually envisioning that once the technology reach that threshold that you can either observe or navigate a space travel enough to another solar, that's heat and light emitting planet, and apparently you're not going to land on that. You're going to land around the planets are circular, rotating around the solar around there to find life in it. I'm not sure if language creators back then are envisioning that, but that's how Chinese express stars. So stars are unreachable, far distance celestial bodies from our planet Earth perspective. They may or may not be very different from us or similar to us, and may or may not be life-carrying. So that's a Chinese star symbol. Okay, high is simply two-story building. We have this arch to make sure you have the first solid propped up first story or first level of the building. And then this enclosure, you can view it as a window pane. And then we have the second layer, second story, have another window pane and have the roof, even have the chimney on it. So that's a Chinese way to depict some at least two-story building high structure. And just like yesterday, I talked about that means bigger than, even if it were using an absolute term that's just big by itself, but actually it's comparing to some unsaid but shared common sense of normalcy, like what's the shared standard. And it's so common that we no longer need to say it explicitly. So that shared common thing become our common sense. Like when we say big, it must be bigger than something that everybody knows. We just don't need to compare it ever again. The same thing, when we say high, it means higher than something. And that something is our own human body height. We naturally measure the universe or whatever surroundings around us according to our own height. So when we put a building, at least two-story high building up there, for sure it's going to be higher than human height. Therefore, this absolute term that's high, it's guaranteed to be higher than us, than humans. So that becomes our height. Okay, 照, illuminate. So again, you see the sun symbol. I mean, in our solar system, it's the sun. But if far away, it becomes a star. It's just, you know, light and heat emitting spheres in the space. So this one, in relative to human life, to the earthlings, right? This is our sun. Our sun, we call it sun. All right. I mean, we call it sun in English. I have to be really accurate in what language we're talking about. Okay. Then the sphere with this energy emitting, same here. That simply means, I guess, a fusion planet. Then the fire symbol, the cone shape, the two sparkles on the side, that depicts the basic structure of fire. Fire, a burning energy over there. So both the sun, the sphere, and the fire are the two kinds of light sources for humans. Either it's daylight, sunlight, or it's from fires for evening lighting, right? So two sources of light over there. The right means saying hello, basically. So we have a mouth symbol that means speaking or verbalizing. And then we have a human figure kind of slanted like that. So basically you're calling out to that person. Just like in English, we are addressing a person. We need to catch somebody's attention first before we say what we want the other person to hear about. So saying in Chinese, we have this expression to put a mouth symbol next to a person symbol to mean we're calling, we're addressing that person, we're reaching out to that person and trying to catch their attention. That's Chinese 招, that means hello. That's 招. And then we have the two light source next to it. That simply means illuminating simply means it gets people's attention by providing the light to it. So in English, we have a shed light on something, right? Shed light on something simply means call your attention to something to light it up, because reality is reality, seen or not seen by you or collectively humans. It is truth out there. and shed light on it. Simply somebody illuminate, previously in the dark knowledge in relative to humans again. So in this case, illuminate, it means catching your attention by providing you light, either of the two light sources there, but basically bringing it to human consciousness to be aware about something that previously in the dark we're not aware of that. I mean, we call collectively all that subconscious or unconscious or unaware. So by bringing light on it, we illuminate it. It can be literally just shine light on something, or illuminate, just like in English, this job can also be, something you all of a sudden make it and undiscover the truth about something, or make you realize something you previously overlooked. Okay, so 吉星高照 in this case means lucky star is shining up there higher than you. I mean, presumably, if it's a star, it's way higher than you, meaning farther away from you, but it illuminates on you. And that's a Chinese good luck message to say that you have the lucky star right there. And you're blessed in that way because you're bombed in that lucky star light. And I'm catching this shooting star because according to the English speaking world, a shooting star is the wish making moment. Supposedly shooting star because it's rare and because it's not something that you can plan for. It's totally out of nowhere, a shooting star, and you quickly make your wish. Hopefully, that's your lucky star. That's a symbol that can make something coming true. And to me, that really is a mechanism of human not really self-deceiving, but self-confirmation, because by praying to the lucky star in that moment, you externalize or you affirm or confirm to yourself of a message, of a desire, of what you want in that very moment. And because you were able to capture that in such a sudden occasion, like you didn't plan for it, right? Once you see one, you quickly make a wish, and that wish supposedly to be the true discovery of verbalization of your desire. And with that awareness, that clarity, all of a sudden, and then that's going to be your guiding star, right? Going to shine, make things lucky for you because you realize that's what you want. And then you're going to work toward that direction, right? The energy is going to flow that way, right? All kinds of, theories, but that's Chinese have such a lucky star related expression. And people use that as a new year well-wishing to wish them in the new year, lucky star high over them, illuminate their new year to make everything lucky for them. All right, so that's 吉星高照. Cash into the currency of thinking by one word a day with Sophie. See you another day.